So Dave is out of surgery. I spoke with the surgeon. I wanted to give you guys an update before he got back to the room because I did not want to be on a live talking because I have to now give him this information. The positives, the good things. There was a massive infection. Pus filled, this just terrible, awful infection. The doctor spent a solid, he said 30 minutes doing wound cleaning and getting the infection out. He said he feels really good about where the infection is, getting it out. He did a couple of other things while he was in there. I guess they put antibiotics inside the wound and some different things like that. So he said he feels really good about the clearing of the infection. He was able to pin a few of the bones. Sorry. But he does not know if he is going to be able to save all of the cuboid, which is really tough because it's like an important bone in your foot that you need for walking. He has a wound vac, a big splint, pins coming out of everything. And he said that if on Sunday when he comes in and he checks on him, if the wound is up to his level and all of his blood work looks good, then we can go home on Monday with home health care assistance, 6 weeks of IV antibiotics, and weekly ortho visits for the foreseeable future. And we have to wrap our brain around the fact that this was in his words, catastrophic injury to his foot, and it will impact our lives for the next year between multiple surgeries, rehab, and getting him to a point where he is able to do the things that he wants to do. But there is a potential that he will need a full joint fusion. Which is a tough one. I truly appreciate all of the prayers and the emails and the messages. I was talking with the doctor and I said to him, I just want to say thank you for taking my call on Thursday night. I said, because I didn't think you were going to call me back because I called your office phone at 9:30 and I left a message and I didn't think you were going to call me back. And he said, it was really dumb luck that I called you back because I don't normally answer voicemails after hour that way, but I saw it was you, and when I listened to your voicemail, I knew that there was something really wrong infection-wise with your husband, and so I knew I had to get him transferred out of that hospital to the trauma center so that I could do this surgery. And I just said, I'm so grateful for you because he got this infection out of Dave's foot. And I said, just so you know, Dave and I have been screwing around since 1995. So I really love him, and I want to say thank you for saving my best friend. And he said, I can understand. I married my high school sweetheart. So thank God we had this surgeon who has taken care of us, because it has been a complete shit show otherwise. So I just wanted to tell you guys that clearly we're going to be talking about this for a while, because this is not something that is going to be, it's going to be something that we're dealing with every day. So I'm going to be talking about it, and we're going to be, it's going to be part of what we do around here now, because this is going to be our lives filled with, PT appointments and wound dressing changes, and all of this stuff. And I will do whatever I have to do to help my husband heal. Bottom line. And I will get that man golfing again. If it is the last thing that I do, I will rehab him myself if I have to get him golfing again, whatever it is, because I don't know that our marriage will survive if he can't golf. That's a joke, but seriously, he needs to be able to golf. And some of you are going to say that's the dumbest thing ever. Be grateful that he has his foot. I am extremely grateful that he has his foot. I am extremely grateful that they got this infection out. But this man needs to golf. So he should be back from surgery any minute. And I am going to talk to him. The surgeon was already back there talking to him, but I'm going to talk to him when he comes back, and we are going to be united as a team, as a family, and we are going to get him back to doing all of the things that he loves to do. Because there's no other option, because that's what we're going to do. And we're going to figure this out, and we're going to get him exactly what he needs at every turn. But I do want to once again tell you guys how grateful I am for all of the messages and the emails and the support and literally the tips and tricks that you guys have been sending, whether it's insurance tips and tricks or when talking about looking through his medical charts or insurance billing or any of those things. So I just want to say thank you. I really do. And somebody sent a DoorDash code for me to get barbecue for Dave. So I'm going to call the barbecue place right now, because they're going to be closing at 9, and I want to get him some barbecue. And that was very sweet that somebody sent me a DoorDash. I don't even know how to do it. Code. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to figure out how to order DoorDash right now so that I can get him some ribs. But I wanted to give you guys an update. And go from there. I need a shower. I don't know how I'm going to get that. And I need clean clothes. I'm going into day 3 wearing this. It's disgusting. But I will figure all of these things out, and I will get this man wherever he wants to go. because he would do it for me. So thank you guys, and I will, I'll check in with you all tomorrow. Thanks for being with me today.